Welcome back to part 2 of the discussion group from the Autism Dialogue. I want to thank Elsbeth Donman for introducing the next topic about what I like about being autistic, or the positives of being autistic, or what have you. So this is my uptake on what I want to share with you all about it, even though we know we need to be positive along the way. So hopefully this can bring out some positivities about us as on the autistic trait versus just us in general, hopefully. And saying this, we're obviously skillful and unique in our own variational way, along with the talents and traits that we've got. So what I like about being autistic, or having Aspergers Syndrome, as you guys may know me if you've been following me on my channel, I like being creative, obviously, with the creativity flair I can bring out and shine out to others, regardless if it's through my writing or through what I'm doing right now, trying to bring out as much skill set through my vlogging, as well as cooking, baking and everything else that I love to do. I like to be able to be in a safe environment where I can call home, and some of the networks I'm with, or just the groups I'm in, that I can relate to others one way or another, and being able to show my little empathetic characteristic traits, along with just being the listening ear, mentor and advocate. And hopefully in saying this, I'm doing it as the right way for you all. I also like to be able to be myself without having the permission from others to try and conflict me into being someone I'm not, if that makes sense. In a way, what I'm saying is being able to not validate or have that permission in doing so to change myself just to please others, just to be able to be me in my own skin here, say. I am in my own flesh, even though, I try not to let, as I said so many times before in my videos, Aspergers Syndrome rule my life. I just try to, leave it as a little badge of honour. I like to problem solve, obviously. Who doesn't? Maybe some of the autistics may do not, but I'm like have a little detective hat. I have many hats, obviously, of what I have in place. So therefore I like to problem solve. I like to get into the root of things and have attention for detail in problem solving. So if there was any conflicting arising, I like to try and mediate and actually meet with them in the middle somewhere if there were problems about me or someone else, hopefully, in saying so. I like to also be able to just, dance and do my own personal stints without harming myself or others around me, even though, as we know, stimming is an involuntary kind of movement for some of us, obviously, that is not out of our control as such, but it's just the thing that we do on just to maybe, self-regulate in a form of comfort, of trying to ease off from the nervousness or what have you. I like to also be around doing ecolalia, so when I'm communicating with people, obviously I tend to repeat words or repeat sentences, catchphrase, to just hopefully make sure that while I'm engaging in the conversation with people, that I'm in tune with you all, and making sure I've got the right piece of information before I carry it on a tangent if need be, when a particular interest of a topic of a conversation that has arisen, be it some of the ones that I like to share about, be it animals, health and the like. Music is important to me as well as a form of writing, because obviously that's where I like to be as well, because obviously I'm at peace within myself in those elements, as well as cooking and baking, if you leave me be, obviously. Interaction with music here, so about the feeling and seeing the notes and watching people sing and dance around and stuff, being able to, create our own music one way or another. It's all about creating. I like to be interacting with colours and patterns also in some way or another, just by seeing them around me, also being able to, last bit to end this for you guys, that with my traits that I have, obviously, that even though we're all unique in our own way, I'm a quiet, shy, reserved girl at first when you get to know me, but once you get me out of the shell, I usually am a talkative one. Also, in saying this, basically, like, you can say that I'm a kind, loyal, empathetic person, sort of thing. And last but not least, I can be independent to a degree if I had the right support networks in place, as well as right people to support me and my needs. So this quickly ends about what I like about having Aspergers Syndrome. Sit tight, and hopefully we'll have another part of the discussion section later. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you've got to know me a bit more. So thanks for watching. I'll see you.